Hi, my name is Shuli and this is from Melbourne Group 2. Now I will demo my individual part for the partnering. The first one is penetration testing. It is virtual for organizations and companies that handle important user data and sensitive business information. Getting information is the first step of applying a penetration test. Make up two parts, active footprinting and passive footprinting. But the first footprinting is a technical which gathers data and information of armed organizations to fulfill the requirements to execute a successful cyber attack. The active footprinting means connect unauthorized information from the target organization machine by interacting with the database or with a fake account. The passive footprinting compared to active footprinting, it demonstrates connecting data from target organizations and companies without actively build a connection to target. Passive data and information connecting method will be conducted in this scenario, such as website crawling and social media. The example of target measure of footprinting, the first one is social media, as many people build their relationship online in the era. Some confidential personal data such as name, age, gender, phone number, and home address can be accessed on social websites such as Facebook. This credential data could be leaked out after any of fake user account or website crawling. The second one is eavesdropping. When people communicating through chat app or telephone, the chat history could be connected by recordings tools used by attackers. Last one is Achieve. Some websites have the Achieve vision stored, which is not the same as the website presenting now. Achieve already is the website that connects snapshots of websites, which some websites are not intended to keep and may contain some information data not supposed to display now. The question 3 for the defense of active footprinting, first one to run a PIM script on the penetration test target organization network to check if active footprinting is causing service errors such as dead or service problems, or try to transfer sensitive data offline inside the company. Also, require user to set a strong password for their accounts, such as combination of uppercase and lowercase characters and numbers. Require user to use two-site verification for each login process. This way can reduce the probability of unauthorized access for invalid user. Also, we can shut down unnecessary servers of organization and lock down unused port perform post and get requests to server and database. Perform routing backup of user data and sensitive credential data and reduce access number limited in each period. For defense of passive footprinting, counter the passive footprinting target organizations can analyze the necessary of publication of user data and try to reduce the availability of sensitive data. Keep antennas and packages of the website server. Make sure the security settings and always up to date to prevent footprinting attack. Set access validates for specific sensitive data like IP address of each user of organizations, encrypt the user password, and any other sensitive data stored in database. And the last one is secure the physical access of hardware and of organizations, which usually ignored by organizations.
Hi, my name is Dipender Singh, and today I'm talking about assignment 2 for cybersecurity and analytics. In assignment 2, our first topic is Multigo. We have to demonstrate about Multigo app. And what do you mean by Multigo app? Multigo can be used for the information gathering phase of all security related work. If it will give you time and will allow you to work more accurately and smarter. Multigo provides you with a much more powerful search, giving you better, smarter results. If access to hidden information determines your success, Multigo can help you to discover it. Multigo can be used to determine the relationship between the following entities: people, groups, companies, organizations, and websites. In the left-hand side, you can see the following entities that Multigo provides us. I will select one of the entity, drag it here. I will put one email ID, like one information of the website, any of the information like Microsoft.com or google.com, anything you can put. You can gather information about that website by clicking on right click. For example, you need email address. So I will pick email address here. And the bottom you can see it will start gathering information from the Microsoft website. You can import and export report here as well. This is one of the best info option that I like in this tool. So that's the only purpose that why we use Multigo app. Now the second question that arises here, it's Weka tool. Why we use Weka tool in here? So Weka is an open source software which provides tools for data preprocessing, implementation of several machine learning algorithms, and visualization tools so that you can develop machine learning techniques and apply them to real world data mining problems. So basically, Weka is data preprocessing tool. It filtered the data, it processed the data. So I will show you how it processed the data and filtered data. First, I click on Explorer here. Then I will select one file, for example, data. So select data from here. See, program files. Sorry, let's take a select. Program files. Weka, I will select one data from here. For example, if I would select airline data here, open it here, select these entities, and you can see the class date here. Now I will classify this data, choose use training set, choose field, training set, choose, that's it, classify it, start it. You can see the mean median mode on the right hand side. Attributes to passengers. It uses several formulas to find the distance between 2 points, for example, X and Y. This is a cluster that you can get from here by selecting filtered cluster, start here, attributes to. Now you can associate the data here by selecting filter associator like this. And you can, the only good thing that you can visualize the data with the help of X and Y coordinates. And how it find this exact data, it use Euclidean formulas. It use so many formulas. One of them I know is Euclidean formulas. So that's why we use Weka tool. The third tool that I'm gonna demonstrate here is the Hydra tool, which is a password cracking tool. Just give me a second. For that I used I will open the command here. Yep, I need to write down some command to turn on the Hydra tool. What is Hydra tool? I'll tell you about. For example, Hydra is the only password pen testing tool that supports multiple protocols and parallel connections at once. This features allows a penetration tester to attempt to crack numerous passwords on different systems at the same time without losing any connection if unbeaten. So in the end, I would say that this is the best tool for password cracking for professionals. I'm gonna write some code here, dash to crack the password. So I'm in Hydra now. I wrote one code too, and then you can see I have cracked one password here, one valid password found from my database. So that's how Hydra works. So this is the basic purpose of Hydra. So this is the third tool. The fourth tool that I'm gonna use here is the Burp Suite. Just give me a second. Burp Suite, and I will explain you about the Burp Suite, why we use Burp Suite. Burp Suite is one of the penetration testing tool. It finds the vulnerabilities from websites. How it works, I will explain you. First, I explained the Burp Suite. First, I downloaded the Burp Suite Community Edition, which is free of cost. That's the good thing that we like here. So first, I will select proxy here. I will change the proxy of my browser. Like for example, I'm using Firefox. So I will change its proxy by clicking on settings, and yeah, that's the manual proxy. This is the proxy that I have here in Burp Suite 127.0.1. That's it. Same. Sorry, just give me a second. Yes, I have changed the proxy. Now I will run google.com here. And I need to intercept this request first. I need to turn on the intercept so that I can get the right to results here. We got intruder, repeater, sequencer. These all the functions that we use to intercept the website. This is really the good tool for intercepting the website. And yep. So proxy source started. You can see this message, proxy source started. The proxy service is started, and I've changed the proxy here. Options done. Intercept on. Now it will receive the request. Yes, that's it. And we're good to go. And that's all about Burp Suite and everything. So Burp Suite is basically penetration tool to find out the vulnerability in the website. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hi, my name is Chattery, and I will be demonstrating the brute force attack using Kali Linux, using a tool called Hydra. So as you can see, we have two virtual machines, Windows on the left, and my attacking Kali on the right. So to save time, I'll just demonstrate that we have the ping connectivity from both ends, as you can see. That's the IP address that we're going to attack using Kali, ending with 102. So first, we want to create the account, a dummy account, which I've already made by the name Hydra. And the password is DABC, which you would be able to see later when the brute force attack is successful. So initially, we log into the FTP server, since that's where the attack is being held. So this will prompt me to use the input the username and password, which I will do. And once I'm logged into the server, that's all I need to do from the Windows end. So now on the Kali end, I'll initially generate a list in a text file called password.txt. So that since we're using 3 to 6 characters using ABCD, we're sure that we will contain the password that is DABC. And once that's created, just to double check, that's the password file in the desktop as instructed. And now if we run the Hydra tool attacking the Hydra username Hydra with the file we just created in the FTP server 102, which is the Windows machine. And if we give it some time, since it's a big combination, big list, it will take a bit of time. That's the drawback for Hydra. But as you can see, we've already found using port 21 that we've successfully logged in to the Hydra username, and the password is DABC. And yep, that'll be all for the demonstration. It's quite simple. Thank you very much.
So we are using Weka because Weka is a good data mining and machine learning tool that we have. It's an open source, and it provides enhanced mechanics and learning options. So in this Weka, we first start with the Explorer, and once we open the Explorer, we'll import the data set that is available. So today I'm going to use the contact lenses data. And once we import it, this is how it basically represents our data that we have. There are in total of 5 attributes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are a total of 24 instances inside this file. So if you don't want to have the repetitive data in the same thing, so we go supervised, we go into the instances and we resample thing, and we just remove the no replacement. I mean, we change the no replacement to true. It means that there will be no repetitive data in the file. And then when you go in the classification of this data, so now data classification is important so that it helps you focus on the main part of the data, and it lets you know whether the data has been breached, it's been incorrect, or it's been not properly classified. So we go into the classifying section, we go into the classifiers, and today I'm going to use the decision table. And today I'm going to use the decision table. And then we do a cross validation for 10 folds. Why 10 fold is because just one fold is going to use the actual training set, and the rest 9 would be just to provide another test. So we start with the decision table. And yes, so that is our summary for the given data set. So as I said, there were 24 instances and 5 attributes. There were 10 folds. So we combine that and it gives an overall summary. So the total amount of data that is being classified is like the 24 total instances, but only the 19 of them have been correctly classified, and 5 of them are incorrectly classified instances. And the main thing that we need to use here, look upon, is the confusion matrix, because confusion matrix represents the accuracy of the classification that we have. So in this confusion matrix, the diagonal that we have 4, 3, and 12 are total number of the instances, and this diagonal indicates the proper classification of the data, whereas anything apart from this diagonal indicates the misclassification of the.
Thanks, Vedan, for the presentation. So I will continue with the second set of data. And I'm going to use the diabetes one. So like Vedan said earlier, so I'm going for the option to choose with the supervised one, and then I'll try not to use to replicate the data. So just to sample it. And then no, is made true. Yeah, so with this one we have 9 attributes and 768 instances. So I'll use the classifier as a split, the classifier, and use a percentage split just to use it 70%. So just to save time, then start it. So choose the classifier as freeze G88. Yep. So with this one, we can see, like I said earlier, we had 768 data. So we're using 9 attributes and 70% of the 768. So that's the data that we have. So the correctly classified standard is 176, and incorrectly classified is the 54. So with this one, you can see the diagonal one, which is the correctly classified instances, and the rest is the incorrectly classified. So I'm just gonna run the visualized tree. So with this visualized tree, you can read from our top to bottom. Yep. And now on the left side, if it's less or equal to 127, it's a tested negative, and more than 127, then it goes accordingly to the condition set. So yeah, that's what we have. And yep, that's everything on my side. So thank you very much.